Hey guys, welcome. Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of BassQuest. In today's episode, I'm going to give you guys an update on Chickamauga. I know it's been a little while since we've done a video on Chickamauga or on a Tennessee River system, so this should get you guys up to date with what the fish are doing right now. It's a summer pattern at this point, a lot of ledge fishing. Still some intermediate schools that are making their ways out to the ledges, and we're about to get onto a good mayfly hatch, so that bite will be coming up. Before we get into that, I'm going to respond to a video that Ben Nowak posted. A lot of you guys have probably seen it. It was in response to the two suicides of celebrities that we had very recently. I wanted to kind of post my own take as well as my wife's take on that. We think it's a very important issue and we want to bring some awareness. There's going to be phone numbers linked below to suicide hotlines, as well as Ben's video and some other information. Some really good stuff we found on Facebook we think was a good description kind of what depression is and how pervasive it is. So go ahead.
I have a degree in mental health counseling, and Caleb and I are both fortunate enough to work with the counseling practice at our local church. We see a lot of teenagers, and not all of the teenagers are struggling with suicidal thoughts, but I would say that the majority of them have struggled with depression at one point or another, and that may come from academic pressure or pressure in sports or the pressure to know exactly what they want to do with their entire life at age 16. And then we've also seen it from military friends that have had PTSD, and so many women struggle with postpartum depression, and there's a big stigma against that. There
has to be communication there. The biggest, or I think one of the worst things about depression is that feeling of being alone, or feeling that you can't go to someone else for help. Because I can promise you, no matter what situation you're in, somebody's been in it. We've seen so many different things, so many different crazy situations.
We tell our students, at least I tell my girls, it's not always that your situation changes, but your perspective can change in that situation. And so we want you to know that you're not alone and that there is help, and to not isolate yourself. And that's exactly what depression does, is it forces you to isolate yourself because it makes it difficult to get out of bed and to leave the house and to call friends back and to call family back, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And there's so many ways to treat depression and anxiety.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the whole thing is to find someone that you can rely on, someone that you can communicate this to. Don't let it just sit there and fester.
And if you're struggling with anxiety and depression, it's not your fault, but we want to get you help so that it doesn't go any further than that.
We feel that in a lot of the media and in some of the TV series that have come out, you guys know what TV series I'm talking about, suicide has been romanticized or glorified as something creative or a way out, and we're just here to tell you that
or
it
a way
is
to
not
send a message.
A way to send a message. And we're here to tell you that that's not the case. I mean, you're not accomplishing anything by doing that, by giving in. So we just want to make sure if there's anybody out there, because there are, and I'm not going to say if, there are a lot of you out there that are having these thoughts and having these problems. You're not alone, for one, and for two, it's time to talk to somebody about it and to start addressing those issues.
Just the two celebrities that have recently passed away, their families have said they've never seen them happier. This was totally unexpected, and so please do check on your strong friend.
I guess one thing I'd like to add to that, with all our technology and things that we have to communicate with one another now, we have all this social media, Instagram, Facebook, text messages, blah, blah, blah. In a lot of ways, we've gotten away from these more intimate, just face-to-face, get to know one another kinds of communication. The people that you know, get to know them better and let people in.
We ask our kids anytime we've done something, or at the end of the day, what was the best part of your day? What was the worst part of your day?
Yeah.
If you feel like you don't know how to communicate with people, those are just two really simple questions to ask. And we ask our teenagers, what was one good thing about your week? And our teenagers face difficult situations, but they are always able to find one good thing about their week.
Yeah, I would just like to encourage everyone to spend some time, to be more encouraging to the people around you, to be more empathetic to the people around you, and just to grow deeper with them, to get to know them better, and to try to, I guess, team up with one another against this kind of thing, against this thing called depression, against bullying, against a lot of the things that are pervasive and that lead down this road.
Caleb and I have linked the prevention hotline down below, and also Another YouTuber recommends betterhelp.com. If you are too afraid or too nervous or it is too difficult to leave your house, betterhelp.com has licensed professional counselors that you can basically Skype with in your own home, and it's said to be very affordable. I don't have any personal experience with it, but this YouTuber uses it and has said that it has helped him tremendously. So feel free to message him.
Feel free to reach out to me directly. But anyway, let's jump into this video.
Right? Dang. Dang, man, there's a bunch of them. There he is. They were on that other side, the shallow side, dude. I was got like 10 bites. We'll tuck in right behind the pillar there. Got another one.
Shoot, I forgot my stand-up hog. The one thing I came out here to film. There's a little snag on the pile. Oh, dude, they're here. They're home.
Hog farmer. Hog farmer. I don't know how many are down there, but it's more than 2. I don't know how I feel about that dang thing, because it's like, oh, there he is. There's one. Hey. Ooh. We're on again.
Like that. They fight so hard out here. So hard. That's not enough.
Nope, not too bad at all. Yeah. There she is.
You see what I mean?
Oh yeah. Definitely see what you mean. I like you. Oh. There we go. Out 20 foot in front of this thing, heavy too.
You're throwing it into 20 right now.
There he is. Better one. Oh, how big this fish is. Oh man, good. There we go. There's one. Walleye. Look at that, guys. Not expecting that. Let it. That's technically called a jack or a sauger. Look at that, look at them teeth, raw. That's cool. I think I've got some ooh. Oh, that fish crunched it, dude. Doesn't feel very big, but man, it hit. Nobody's business. Do not jump. Yeah. I mean, that fish absolutely stroked it though. All right, I gotta get rid of these keys. I'm about to rip them out of my pocket and into the freaking water. Got it. Hey. Hey now. That's a better one. Yeah. Yeah. Tree pounder.
Come on, man. Here's that.
Alright, hope y'all enjoyed that footage there. I just wanted to give you a little update about what's been going on in Chickamauga, what I've been catching them on. Gonna be posting some footage soon of the Big Bass Tour event. Chris Summerell and I did really well in that event. Using a big worm and kind of some big shaky heads and things like that. And there's going to be some more footage of my wife catching a big fish. But I just want to go over a few baits right now that are working for me. So you guys that are out fishing on the weekends or fishing on Chickamauga right now, you'll have a good chance of catching some fish. So let's go through some of these. Alright, the main star of this video, which you guys saw, is actually a swim bait. I've got a small one here. Let me see if I can get that to focus. That is the Hog Farmer. It is a stand-up head. It's a 3/4 ounce head. It's made for ledge fishing. It's got a great hook in it by Mustad. Here's one on a Kitech, a little bit smaller. I've been throwing a lot of that Zoom Swimmer Bass Trick style bait, as well as this Saudi Custom swim bait here. This is their 6-inch. And I believe that's, I can't remember the name of that color actually. It's like money shad, but if you go in there and ask for the color that BassQuest gets, they can make some up for you. But they make that's a 6, they make a 7 and 8-inch as well. Now I've been fishing for a lot of schooling bass as well, and they've been finicky. You know, those schools, they come up, there's fish that are coming up constantly, they're really easy to find, and what'll happen is they get beat up a lot. So two baits that work really well in those kind of schools are right here. One of these right here that you can see is that's the Hog Farmer. It's called the War Pig. It's an underspin, and I throw it with that Saudi Custom tackle. That's Gunnersville shad color right there. That right there is really finessey. It gets underneath the school. It's got some flash right there. You can reel it ultra slow and keep the blades turning, and the fish can't stand it. Yeah, this one's been an absolute killer for me. That is a VMC rugby head. It's just a 3/16 ounce little rugby head, 8-pound test on a spinning rod with some kind of small finesse worm. What I've got on here now, and I've caught so many huge fish on, including a couple of the double digits I've caught on Chickamauga, is a small purple and black or blue Lucky Strike 4 to 6-inch finesse worm, but they just catch absolute giants. My wife actually caught her personal best on this just the other day. It weighed in at about 7 pounds. And then of course the Robo worm, their finesse worms are really good on there as well. Getting back away from the finesse stuff here, going to ledge fishing tactics. Some baits that have been working really well. One, old Lambert showed everybody again what that scrounger can do. That is a Hog Farmer scrounger. In my opinion, they are the best scrounger made on the market. It's the same one Jason Lambert's been using to win all that money and everything. And this is a new bait by Hog Farmer. It's called a pintail. It's got like a Kitech-y ribbed appearance, but it's got a straight tail design. But anyway, you guys are going to be seeing that on a lot of upcoming video. And one of my old time favorites here is that Hog Farmer stand-up. This is the custom tied stand-up, and this one I've just got a ribbon tail worm on, but a lot of times I'll have like a straight tail worm, or sometimes I'll just cut the worm off and just have the feathers doing the work. And then one that's been putting in work lately, Nichols Magnum Spoon, baby. That thing's been doing some damage. I haven't been catching a whole lot of fish on it myself, but there's been some huge limits caught on Chick lately on it, so something you might want to try. The other standby that I keep hearing everybody catching fish on is crankbait. You know, 6 XDs is kind of the king here. We'll go into a lot more detail on that coming up soon. But anyway, guys, I hope that helps y'all out. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a little map study maybe on some ledge fishing coming up, maybe even a little bit of sonar instruction to help find these schools and things like that. As always, guys, if you liked the video, smash that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and make sure you ring that bell so that YouTube will actually send you notifications when I post a new video. But as always, guys, I hope this week finds you out on the water, and I'll catch you there.